Hello, sir. This is not TDN Africa Media, and we're there so today because we all there so actually because of the disaster we happened with the cotton tree. You mind for Tefamula, you name and Usai work?
Okay, me your name Joel King, and I work at the National Disaster Management Agency as the regional coordinator for the Western region.
Okay, so what do you want for Tefamula about the tick? Because we still don't know yet what's in the real cause we make the tick for them.
Of course, last night around 9 o'clock, around 8 to 9 o'clock, of course, the FREETOWN municipality we experienced a heavy downpour of rain. We come with a heavy windstorm, and within that time, then they in this stick giving to them windstorm, then they we fall the stick, we make the stick for them. But quite a part of that, we can recall say within the last 5 years. We don't get two major fire incidents where this tree suffer too. And as a result of that, within the assessment we will do then we find out say there was a big hole where that fire and they don't left inside that stick tree. So that could be attributed to the cause for make this stick loss in weight and where this breeze come for make it for them like I for them too.
But where would they see the tick?
One taxi they will be trapped, where the stick for them will be trapped under the stick. But as God will have it, nobody no suffer any injury. Though the motorcar well, but the guy will be inside the motorcar, they be able for rescue him and pull him safe and unharmed. Yeah.
So I don't know. We know say some few things that know they happen to the tick, but I ever see this coming like for let the tick for done completely.
Well, of course, this is not nature. We all can succumb to some of them things and they. Of course, this is not tree. It's a get life. It don't live for more than 200 years. So if you don't stay then kind longer than they, and with all them kind disaster then they we don't suffer, definitely we must expect say something like this must happen someday. If not now, but you must expect say someday, sometime it must happen.
So the cotton tree now one of the oldest historical thing or nature where they in Sierra Leone. Bokuten and we recognize Sierra Leone by the cotton tree, I would say. Yeah. I don't know what's in the way forward, the cotton tree for day again or replacement or what's in the go?
Of course, as you guys say, this is now the landmark of this country. We all know the history towards this particular cotton tree. Now we don't for them. But categorically, I can't tell you now. I'm not going to tell you now whether we will get for erect another cotton tree or something else will get for taking place. But for now, we propose now for make sure say we clear these remains of the cotton tree, make sure say we take them to a safe place because this is a monument or something. Then later, at least the policy makers then go take the decision of which thing will get for be next. Yeah.
So how you think say the next 2 to 3 hours from now, I think say this place go there because I see there's still a chap tick there. I think say the place go there.
Yeah, it's huge. The work is huge. Of course, you see the truck then don't come for make sure say they can cut them into pieces. It's huge. We pray them and say we'll make them fast so that at least vehicular traffic will get for restore back now this area.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Hello and welcome to TDN Africa Media. You can please tell family your name.
Mina Alaji Mohamed Sise.
Mr. Sise, we all witnessed yesterday the cotton tree for them, and people actually get a different opinion concerning this particular thing we happened yesterday. What can you get for say about this particular event here?
This all happened. The tick, if you don't show so many signs, say don't hold. If it not be white man country, then we don't cut them from long. But we in Africa, we like for the get different thinking. People they talk about who say this country, now all this country, you know, then get different talk then. Even as I wouldn't send them before now vex. Now I make audio self. I send them. I said, well, why people do not believe in Allah? This thing we don't show signs say it for us anytime. No, not cut them. Now, oh, this thing don't come for them now. People they think and say, now social thing get for happen. I said, no, this is wrong. the best thing, let them just cut off in a fine clock tower, then build and or another something where they go member. But not to anything will get any trade affect towards the country. What me know, the tick if you don't show notice say it don't weak. So then we just don't cut them, but not cut them. Now God help we will not to be daytime. If it not be daytime, if we don't cause damage. But alhamdulillah, Allah make it be in a night. So if anybody get for ask me concern, this not to anything in time, anything get time. 9 times say it done. Now that's all.
Yes, sir. Yesterday, so far we see like where the pictures meet we in different forums on WhatsApp, and people let me they go around. They talk say about any religious beliefs and so and so and stuff. Like I want like for ask your opinion regarding that particular thing there.
I want let us Sierra Leoneans know say this country true way for them so not to witch, not to devil, not to nothing. Now your own time. You use where God put on for this place here for let him appear. Because anything where God pin get use. In your own time where God get it don't do. We see for those so today 9 time don't do. Not to devil, not to nothing. So let nobody not consider devil or anything. Now in your own time, now you don't do. Now make today, in your own time don't do. Now make it done for those so. So not to know other thing.
And the country are a big part with the country as a whole because it don't be for 231 years. And this place here don't be an historic site for people within the camp, na the capital, and it serve as a beautification concerning we get several buildings then we attach around this cotton tree. And what you go like for see if then they replace them, what you go like for see then do with the particular cotton tree?
Well, this particular cotton tree, especially this place and the area outside the tree with map, the only thing we see say go fit at this place here, the only clock tower. Because if they fix a clock tower there in a 4 category, where we say that clock tower where they are, then they go find the clock tower and I no more go fit at this place here. Or they put something here where a very Islamic thing, where everybody where they can we go see and we go admire, we go be appreciate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because that's the only thing we go fix at this place here. Either they put a clock tower or they put something here where we say everybody go appreciate them, whether about God business. I no more go fit here.
Okay. Plenty thank you for talking to TDN Africa Media, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Good morning and welcome to TDN Africa Media. Can you please tell viewers out there your name and
good morning. My name is Dr. Francis KaiKai, the Minister of Planning and Economic Development for Sierra Leone.
Mr. Minister, we are here this morning and we all witnessed what happened yesterday, the sudden incident of the cotton tree. Like, how can you describe this?
Clearly, it's like losing a huge part of our history, a huge part of our culture, and I think it's losing really something. Because when I encountered Freetown, the cotton tree was my first point of admiration. And up to last night, it has been. And last night when I heard the news, I didn't believe. I had to drive here at night to come and look. And today I said I'll come daytime and watch what is happening, take some pictures. But I feel the sense of loss. Okay. Even amongst the population, all of us, we feel it. It's a big loss.
Talking about yesterday, you visited this place immediately after the incident occurred.
After I heard about, because I was coming from the province.
How can you describe the situation last night? Because we saw WhatsApp photos and videos of trees and also people were here. And has there been any report of any casualty?
No, I didn't hear of any casualty, luckily. And somebody who reported, who said he saw the tree falling. He saw it actually literally falling. Said, luckily it happened at night and there was a storm. So most people are left. This is part of the central business district. By the way, it's very crowded during the day. It didn't happen during the day, thankfully. At night, everybody is gone. They've all gone to the suburbs and so on. So when it fell, there was nobody around. So no casualties, thankfully, and we should be grateful to God for that.
As a Minister of Country Planning, what's your development and planning? What's your next step regarding this incident?
Well, the cotton tree itself is in the city of Freetown, and as a government, that cares for the city and the rest of the country, clearly there should be plans to replace this cotton tree, because the cotton tree was what I would call iconic. So we should replace it with something equally iconic. What it is going to be, I think the president is going to leave that as a debate among the citizenry. Let them suggest, especially the people of Freetown, to suggest what could replace this iconic thing that we call the cotton tree that is no more.
Replacing this iconic cotton tree will be very difficult, because we've seen over the years this has served as a historic site. Normally when people that come into the city, they normally ask for the cotton tree, and it is situated wherein we have several important buildings surrounding it. Like, how will it be possible for another erection of another building or whatsoever you guys have in mind?
I am not too sure it's going to be a building. We cannot have a building here, that's for sure. But I know here there is going to be something equally iconic. And by the way, the cotton tree was much older than Sierra Leone, what we call Sierra Leone. You know, the name Sierra Leone came, the cotton tree was there already. The name Freetown came, the cotton tree was there already. So it was a symbol that people came around, you know, to bring us together somehow. So whatever is going to replace it should be something that brings us around, something that's going to galvanize the people, something that's going to mobilize us to unite Sierra Leone, because this is a country of people who are united in many, many ways, and the cotton tree brought us all together, just as you see the crowd around now. I mean, many more, they streamed here last night, many more are streaming here for the rest of the day, and so on and so forth. So same way, we're going to look for something that is going to help really bring us together, and that will bring us together the same way in this center of Freetown. I think it's really very important, and the president has already talked about it, and I hope that you know, something will come up by way of suggestions to him, so that finally we decide on what we think will represent our country and our capital.
Okay. Finally, Mr. Minister, do you have any message to send to Sierra Leoneans out there who are devastated by this?
Well, it's a huge sense of loss for all of us as Sierra Leoneans, so we should take heart. And but we should not also lose hope. I mean, we are not people who can lose hope. We are resilient people. We've survived. We survived the war and everything, and we'll survive this as well. I hope we'll have historic pictures of it. We'll always talk about it as a cotton tree that's really united all of us. But going forward, let's also remember that we are people who are thinking, we are resilient, we'll come up with something. You know, but what has not lost on me also is the fact that the poster of His Excellency President Bio, on both sides, they survived this particular storm and the tree falling and all of that. You know, that also speaks volumes to me, especially at the time we are talking about election of new leaders and so on. You know, and President Bio is going for re-election at this point in time. His picture survived. So this has happened during his period, right in the middle, when he wants another mandate from the people for a second term. And I believe this is the best time to give him the chance to bring us all together, to see what we can do, to put something that will bring all of us together. Because for his party, it's one country, one people. So with the one country, one people spirit, I am sure something will come up here that will galvanize us as Sierra Leoneans.
Plenty thanks for talking to TDN Africa Media, Mr. Minister.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to TDN Africa Media.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You can tell family your name?
I'm Michael D.N. Laval, the Office of the President, National Disaster Management Agency.
You then at the Disaster Management Agency, and we see yesterday night outside this historic site when our quantity now Freetown for them. So no response since yesterday night.
First of all, I get this news around 9:15. I've been doing a host. By then, they witnessed the heavy storm and rain will be the camp. By then, I get a call from the office for say I for go directly now the scene for say as first responder. So in that case, I'll get for calm around the country tree yesterday, even under that rain day as first responder, because as disaster management, you get for day as first responder, because by then you don't get for do anything, but just know exactly waiting first, how comes the thing take place, what happened, who would involved. So I was there as a first responder yesterday at 9:15.
Okay. We find out say now only motor can be it what the quantity for them. We don't know if any other thing like such happen?
We get a guy called Lamran Ajalo, me and him to talk this morning. A vehicle, maybe like the last person yesterday for that branch for Dompa. But actually, he be able to escape. We able to pull him, he escaped, nothing not happened about him. It be so damaged. Then at the same time, towards the Nasit building, you see say from the side to the window side, it be crack up, which of course we have for come, we get for look into consideration as disaster management. Lots who said the damage take place. So the two things were really damaged yesterday. The Mohamed Lamran Ajalo in Motoka, then at the same time Nasit building, part of the back of the office.
Una go na dey for disaster management, right? And una no be see this coming. Mind you, this Kontitri don't take more than 200 years. And we talk to people, they say the Kontitri don't somehow old. So una response na only when disaster don't happen or na dey work before disaster dey happen?
No, well, in fact, from the day where President create this agency, we pull on ONS, we be get departments that we office in a risk and reduction department where they try to mitigate. And we be don't start from ever since we don't create this group, this agency, we don't mitigate them, we don't stop people them like burning the trees, count, dirty and the burn suppressing the tree. That we don't put in place, we don't stop that. So in fact, that's, I would say, we don't try 80%, we don't stop that for say, although we don't see and say yes. In fact, because we see them, then we don't bring that mitigation, say, let people then stop for even team up day, making rally, this and that, because anything can happen. So we don't stop that. So from that end, we don't get that, say yes, we don't succeed, like putting the things, ready for the disaster, will go happen, and that will don't take place.
Okay, and now people don't want to use this side, then they struggle. You can see the challenge, because we they use now, like, from the EDSA side, they can't through lockouts, people they struggle for pass through. And we don't know how long this management, or this cleaning, or this work on I do right now, how long it will take for them, people then begin to use the streets back. So the struggleness will reduce.
Well, by the grace of God, we don't try for put things in place today till in the evening, because you can see saying a great tree, 9 for them. And not just NDMA, which is National Disaster Management, but get the ASLAF, with the military, the police, the City Council, we all don't come, everybody there around at least, because even as first responder, we presence around can even motivate the ASLAF them. They will gentle company, we really tell and thank you plenty, because from yesterday, you can see they can't work what they don't do this morning, what they don't clear the safer way. But with the process, progress they go on, and the process still continue for, put the things in place so that we'll be able to get access back to the road.
Okay, and we see Usain Nasit building it seriously. We don't know how best we can manage the situation, how we don't go through for let other things happen.
Yeah, well, for now, we're not going to do anything. We'll wait for us as an agency, let everything clear. Then we'll be able to go talk to them. Because with that, we'll wait for, because you're not going to do anything for now. As an agency, like I say, we'll wait for when the thing don't clear. Then we'll be able to go get talk with them. They will do their assessment. They will try to give them some warning, about exactly what the next will happen. Because like, since the heavy stick we don't hit the tree, we don't know how strong the building SSFD by this other side. So we get for try for can do some assessments. Let us see how strong the building will be. But we wait for us, let the whole place clear. Then we'll go get an assessment with the Nasit building. Okay,
so what my message, and right now we see Freetonians all over the place. They're very curious. So what now a message to for tell them say, una message una get for them. Let them be rest assured say this year go be sorted out and nothing like this not go happen again.
We message, the agency message to the public is, first of all, let we understand today say the historical tree finally don't come down. It's not a rumor. People they don't come see them, we say don't see them, our government officials they don't come see them, we got some ministers they don't come see them, and again, we try for just warn them again as for now. Even not just for the country tree, but we don't begin to witness some heavy storm and rain when they come around. So you don't know, say, as a Sierra Leonean, you know, say, particular, because that's exactly, let me not just forget, that even make we not able to get too much damage as for yesterday. Because by then, if everybody just be the pass in your own way, this thing just for them, if I don't create a serious thing. And now the rain they come with heavy breeze. So the moment you see, say, that breeze don't begin to blow, the place don't dark, stay home. And we say you dey under constitution, you dey under tree, you dey under mangosi, come on under. But as for now, we try for do some clearing and let everybody just assured say, we wait after the clear, we wait for the government, waiting at the government in your response, waiting next go be. It will be communicated to the whole public.
Okay. Before you go, now only Kontitri because we find out in again come yesterday everyone, and una agency una there for disaster, for maintain let disaster not worse at where it happen. So we don't know if now only Kontitri no more disaster happen to like other side and the disaster that happen when I don't respond to?
Yeah. Not just the country tree, not just the historical tree. Even as we talk, we don't send some stuff. They will come into here for let it rain, let it walk not slow.
Thank you very much for talking to TDN.
You're most welcome.